If you watched our last frozen shoulder video and have tried the exercise consistently for a couple of weeks now, you're probably ready to progress to part 2, which is stability. I'm going to repeat what I said in our last frozen shoulder video. Frozen shoulder or adhesive capsulitis can be caused by many different reasons, but if you want to go with my theory on it, I think it's because it hurts, it gets inflamed, and then we underuse it. Our body then creates these calluses or scar tissue in and around that shoulder joint. To fix it, we need to battle an immobility problem with a mobility solution. So that was the goal of part 1. The goal for number 2 is stability, and the shoulder happens to need that stability in a slow, dynamic, stable motion. It's really about dynamic stability. So we're gonna get into something some of you have seen before, the Karate Kid. It's wax on, wax off, or what I call just window washing or wall washing. Now, what you're gonna need to get this exercise started is we're gonna use actually a towel to use it as a warm-up, but you can also use a smaller towel to do the actual washing clockwise and counterclockwise. I love using a little Skills one. We'll link the Amazon product below, and that way you guys can click it and buy it yourselves. Pretty inexpensive, but this is great for other exercises that we show here. So this is great against the wall, and then I'm just gonna do that motion. But I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna do first. First, we wanna take that towel, you wanna put it underneath the armpit, and we call this shoulder setting. We can link that below. We've done this exercise at length before, but it's me pulling my arm forward and me trying to cinch this shoulder, the head towards my chest or towards my sternum. So I'm just gonna hold that for about 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and it might shake. Now we're trying to get that head of the humerus into the shoulder socket a little bit better. A lot of times after we've done the range of motion, our joints, our shoulder joint feels a little bit loosey-goosey. What people don't realize is that our rotator cuff and our shoulder joint have to do a lot of work because the shoulder joint itself is almost like a ball inside a saucer or a plate. So it's not a perfect fit like the hip. So we want to wake that muscle up. All of a sudden, you're going to feel it more like a solid unit or integrated unit instead of something shaky. We like to do this, like I said, as the warm-up to set up some stability, get your brain to body as a neuromuscular exercise to wake up. So there we go. I have it. It's a little bit more firm, and then I can now move to that exercise. So the next thing is to do the window washing. I'm gonna show you with my arm motion. I'm gonna use my right arm because I've had shoulder surgery. I think you saw that in the last video as well, that it's a little bit lack of range. But what we're gonna do is I'm basically gonna start with small clockwise circles. And we're gonna do about 30 to 50. And obviously if this is hurting or numb or tingling, your goal is just to do a little bit less. But what I want you to really be cognizant of is that this upper trap doesn't ride up and you're not doing it this way. And you want to drive that down. So sometimes I just put my shoulder across here and I just push it down and I just work on that. You'll see that in some of our other takes. But I'm going to do this small circles first. You're going to clockwise and you're going to do counterclockwise. So to you, I'm going to go with you on this one. It's counterclockwise facing me, and then clockwise. So you want to do about 30 to 50. And if you feel a burn, that's actually a good thing. That's those rotator cuff muscles actually trying to wake up a little bit more. But what we want to do is just work with that, within that. You're trying to get a little bit of fatigue, but then your body will build its endurance, build its dynamic stability, and then help you improve with more of that dynamic stability and help you keep the range. And that's the cool part of this exercise. So we want to do light circles, clockwise, counterclockwise. Burn is okay. Don't let the shoulder blade go up. If you feel a little bit of numbness, tingling with your arm straight, it might be a nerve problem. You're welcome to just drop your elbows a little bit. But ideally, in a perfect world, you'll see me, I want to actually get that elbow straight so I can keep everything locked in like one unit. So if I can keep that down, locked in, elbow straight, then life is good. So we're going to get to showing you that next. If you're having trouble using it against the wall or keeping your arm elevated, it's okay. You can do it at a lesser area. You can do it more of a table washing, and you can do small circles once again. Now, the goal is eventually to work into big circles, but small circles first is the best because we're just working on a concentrated area to get that stability back in the joint. All right, we're gonna get back to you next. So let us know your thoughts on our 2-part frozen shoulder series and leave us some love or questions in the comments box below. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate your support. I'm Dr. Lin. Remember, we heal smarter, not harder.